That's right. The headlines say slow. The data says something completely different.
And today we're going to give you the actual numbers, not national averages, not Zillow estimates, the real local numbers from right here in our market.
Because the answer usually has less to do with what you've heard on the news and more to do with actual data.
Here's the thing about national real estate headlines. They're not necessarily wrong, but they're broad. They're averaging together markets that have almost nothing to do with each other.
What's happening in Seattle is definitely not what's happening in Smyrna, Tennessee. What's happening in Denver is not what's happening in Murfreesboro. And here in Rutherford County, we are watching something very specific play out. And it matters whether you're buying or selling.
As of April 2026, here's what the data actually shows. New homes going under contract are up 8% compared to last year. Closings are up 7%. Buyers are in this market. They are moving.
That is not a slow market.
So let's walk through the numbers. The median home price in Rutherford County right now is $437,000. Inventory is up about 9%, and there are over 1,100 homes currently active and available. We're sitting at 3.7 months of supply.
Which means buyers actually have more choices than they did in 2022 or 2023. That's healthy. That's what a balanced market actually looks like.
But here is where it gets interesting. And this is the part that we really want you to hear. Not every home is experiencing the same market.
Right. A well-priced home, especially in that $250 to $450 range that is clean and update and move-in ready, we are seeing those receive multiple offers. In fact, we've recently seen buyers push offers 10 to 15K over asking and not win the bid.
We have firsthand. Meanwhile, other homes are sitting. The average time from list to contract right now is 49 days. But that average is hiding two very different stories.
Some homes are going in days, others are sitting for months. And the difference is not the market.
It's the strategy.
Today's buyers has done their homework. They've tracked prices, they know what the comparable homes for sale are, and when they feel that a home is priced correctly, when they feel that value, they will move quickly and they will compete.
We've seen buyers fight hard for the right house, and then we've watched another house nearby, similar size, sit for 60, 70, 80 days. The difference? Pricing and presentation.
If a home is overpriced, even by just a little bit in today's market, buyers will move on. They're not going to fight for a home they don't feel good about. The days for pricing high and hoping are behind us.
Remove emotion long enough to evaluate reality. If you're thinking about selling, the question is not, what do I want for my home? The question is, what are buyers actually paying in my neighborhood right now?
And sometimes those two are very different numbers.
So here's what this means for you. If you're a seller, do not let the national headlines convince you that your home won't sell. A well-priced, well-presented home is still generating strong demand right here in Middle Tennessee. But you need to price it with real data, not as estimate and not what your neighbor sold for in 2022. Recent comparable sales from your specific neighborhood.
Which is why we always recommend get a real market analysis before you list. We'll show you exactly where buyers are landing right now.
And if you're a buyer, there's genuine opportunity in this market. You have more inventory than you've had in years, but the best homes are still moving. When you find a home priced right that checks your boxes, do not hesitate.
Which is why we always recommend getting a pre-approval before you even start the home search. You do not want to be scrambling for a lender when the right house comes up.
Build your plan, not a reaction.
You do not have to make the decision based on panic. The more information you actually have, the better choice you can make.
If you've been wondering where your home falls in today's market, reach out directly. Send us your address and we will show you exactly what buyers are paying in your specific neighborhood.
The link is in the description below. You can always find us on Instagram and Facebook. We're here when you're ready.
Until the next time, we'll see you later.